in the midst of a serious financial crisis, and the federal government is responding with decisive action.
We do need them for some basic stuff, which is the extreme example. If you don't like the dollar and you don't like what the Fed is doing and you really don't trust it, you kind of try and go off the grid and go Bitcoin. But Bitcoin...
I bought some, and the price, I'm happy to say, just went up.
Finney was the recipient of the first Bitcoin transaction that ever took place from Satoshi.
If you're operating a Bitcoin service company, most likely you fall into an existing regulatory framework. Then most likely that use of the protocol will have you regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission.
In the spring of 2010, a Florida man named Laszlo offered 10,000 Bitcoins to anyone who would buy him pizza. A man in London accepted and placed a long-distance phone call, ordering him 2 pizzas from Papa John's.
Drug war creates a need for an online anonymous marketplace where you can evade that accountability. It just shows how futile the drug war is when people want to take control of their body chemistry, and if you try to stop them from doing that, they're gonna find a way.
Our company BitPay was started in May 2011. During this time, we've acquired over 12,000 merchants to accept Bitcoin using our service.
I just want to let you know that if you had invested in the Bitcoin 2 years ago, if you'd invested $1,000 US, you'd be looking at 387,000 today. Let's go back a year. If you invested 1,000, you'd be looking at 76.
You buy Bitcoins through an online exchange, and one of the biggest, Mt. Gox, unexpectedly shut down today, owing hundreds of millions of pounds and prompting the sharp fall in the value of the currency.
Well, Bitcoin is exciting because it shows how cheap it can be. The Bitcoin technology is key, and you could add to it or you could build a similar technology.
Institutional investors can now get in on Bitcoin if they dare. The NASDAQ agreed this week to provide New York-based startup Noble Markets with a trading system aimed at allowing institutional investors to trade Bitcoin and other digital currencies.
The new evolutionary paradigm will give us the human traits of truth, of loyalty, of justice, of freedom. These would be manifestations of the new evolution. And that is what we would hope to see from this. That would be nice.